Uh-oh. Here we go. Everybody, welcome. Welcome, everybody. Oh, man. Oh, geez, I'm so sorry. Ugh. I just got done eating. This is going to be a short stream. We're only going to do 1 week is what we're going to do. And I'm going to take it slow. So I'm actually going to look at, I feel like lately with my back testing, I've just been kind of fast forwarding too much. And by doing that, I miss out on trades. So I don't want to do that. Let's change it up here quick. Okay. Let us take a peek of what the fortune of today has for us. Last stream, we did end up winning the week. I've been going up on size. I think $300 losses. I made $600 on Wednesday and $750 on Thursday for a total of $1,350. That brings our total profit to $4,463. So the strategy is working. I just have to implement it into my everyday life. So let us see what the great fortune brings us today. Let us go back into replay. We're going to go to start new. We're going to go to our daily, and we're going to go all the way back to, so September 29th would be Monday. We're on October 6th now. Wow, look at that. Time flies. So let's look at our 1 hour chart. Let's fast forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 o'clock. 1, 2, 3. It is now 8 o'clock. Let us take a look at the 15-minute chart. So, as we can see, we have a change of structure towards the top on the 15-minute. This is internal minute 15, break a structure towards the top. And there's this FVG right here that's already been tapped into. Let's look at MNQ. Break a structure. La 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 low. Break a structure towards the top. Internal 15-minute top. Actually, break a structure towards the top. Actually, let's take a look. Let's see what's going on. Actually, let me look at the 1 hour. We know there's buy side up here. Buy side. Buy side. And there's also buy side right up here as well too. Buy side, and now let me take a look at everything else. There's liquidity right down here.
If you wish to be successful, study success. If you wish to be happy, study happiness. If you wish to be wealthy,
we're only going to do 1 week is what we're going to do. We're only going to do 1 week.
Some people just go through the day with their fingers crossed. See, that won't do it. You've got to study the things that can change your economic, social, spiritual, personal life.
Is what we're going to do.
Now, Schoff also said when you find out something that works, put the
do 1
information in your journal. Don't use your head for a filing cabinet. Put it in your journal so that you can do the next best thing.
Repetition.
Repetition. Go over it. And if you repeat it, go over it, sure enough, someday, some mysterious day, the idea takes root, starts to grow, and shows up in
we're going to do 1 week. I'm looking at the market right now because I need to see what we're going to be doing here.
Let me give you 3 ways to find out how to change
anything. There's liquidity right down here.
Here's 3 ways to find out how to change anything. Number one is to read.
And our sell side is right down here as well too.
Around the world, they're all good readers.
Sell side.
Curiosity drives them to read. They gotta know. They just read. Become self-educated. Standard education will get you standard results. And you can check.
Well, what the hell am I doing?
See if that's what you want. But if you want to go beyond that, you now have got to become self.
Oh, look at this. What the hell am I doing here?
From your own experiences. But another way to learn is from other people's
Look at that.
experiences.
This is buy side, sell side right here.
Save you 5 years.
And look at that. What the hell did I miss this? Look at this. 1, 2, 3. It took out that one and that one there. We caught a break of structure towards the top. Changing the state of delivery, so price is moving down. Let's look at MNQ. MNQ did not do that.
Did you know that hundreds of successful
But we have a high, and we have a low, and we have a high. So now we're waiting for price to do whatever it needs to do.
How would you explain that?
On the 15 minutes, it change a character. This is a 15-minute internal then.
30 minutes a day. 30 minutes a day. Read something positive, something challenging, something inspirational, something instructional. At least 30 minutes a day. Become a good reader. Now that's my opinion. Listen to the other
Okay,
lecturers.
that's where we're at. I kind of like the price on MES a little bit more right now.
Be a student.
So let's take a
Here's the
peek.
second way to find out how to change your life.
And this is October 6th.
Get around successful people and listen. Now you can also learn from unsuccessful people. Take notes on both.
Let's look at MNQ.
Find out what poor people read and don't read it.
9 o'clock.
That's good information. Learn from the negative. But now you can also learn from the positive. Get around successful people. Listen to what they say. Listen to how they say it. It's important. Now here's some of the best advice I've got for the whole evening. Poor people
There he
often
goes.
take rich people out to dinner and listen. That's some of the best I got. But you're right. Poor people don't usually take rich people out to dinner. The guy said he's rich, let him buy his own dinner. I'm not coming up with any money. You're lucky to get your own supper, let alone running around trying to find a rich man to feed. And the guy's behind. If a guy's not doing well, one of the first things he ought to do is find a guy that is doing well. And offer to buy him his dinner. Spend $50, $60, $80, $100. Go for the full 9 course. If you get a successful person to eat and talk for 2 hours, they're liable to drop ideas in your lap, change your life. Multiply your income by 2, by 3, by 5. But you're right. Poor people don't usually take rich people out to dinner. Now here's the third way to find out how to change your life.
Oh, look at that. We do have SMT. We have SMT right here, but there's no gap that's being formed just yet. We have to wait for a gap.
Here's why. Success
No gap.
leaves clues.
We need a gap.
Watch how the man shakes hands. Watch how the lady responds. People who do well do certain things over and over and over and over. And if you're clever, you can pick them up. Watch it all. If a guy's making $10,000 a month, I'd
Time
watch
is it?
how he walks.
10:14. Let's look at the 15-minute chart.
Copy his funny little walk.
We don't take
Somebody
this.
says, "That's kind of a silly walk. Say it's 10,000.
And on M&Q, we're reacting to this 15-minute internal right now.
It's bound to start somewhere.
But we also got a break of structure towards the top on the 15-minute. So this is an internal top. And this is the last high before the big push. So we're checking here is what we're doing. So I'm waiting for SMT is what I'm waiting for.
See with your eyes, you'll see things. See with your mind, you'll see answers. Put your eyes and your mind to work. And the best advice on developing sight and insight is pay attention.
So there's SMT there, and there's SMT right here. But I'm not taking that, because it's not in an area of interest for me.
Now, we've lingered a little bit long on number 1 here for personal development. Find out how things work, but
Okay.
it's so very important finding out.
Let's take a look.
I've given you 3 ways to find out. Now, here's the second step to personal development.
No SMT.
Okay, number 1 was find out how
We
things
got
work.
SMT
Here's number
between
2. work. If there's one
10:02
that's it.
and 10:10.
Your ability to make yourself do the necessary things.
And technically, where's 10:10 at? Right here. We got SMT right here is where we have our SMT. But we never got a market structure shift. So now I'm going to wait for this low to sweep out this area right here, or it could push up, either one. So there's that sweep of that low. Now I want to see a push up with a market structure shift. And I also want to see a gap being formed as well too. If I don't get a gap, then I'm not going to take it. There's a gap, there's our market structure shift, there's our SMT. See that? There's our SMT inside of that discounted area. So now the question is where am I going to take this trade? Because it's usually 50% of the order block is that we take. But I think I'm going to go off of this little rejection block right down here, or this massive wick that was left behind. Hopefully it tags me in. So let's see what happens.
The guy says, boy, if somebody just come by and turn me on, what if they don't show up?
Oh man, it reacted off of the 50%. No way.
You must now take action on what you
I wouldn't have been able to take that trade. I couldn't. We have our SMT, which is what we've been looking for right here. SMT sell side.
And there's many kinds of wealth, I understand that.
But
Money's one of the least
it's just,
I know some people with a lot of money.
yeah, I wouldn't have been able to do it. I mean, I could have gone off of this if I really wanted to.
Now,
No.
here's the third step to personal development, and we'll wrap up.
If I would have gotten right here.
Step number 3. It's just a little caution, and all through life we need little cautions. This one simply says, don't try to beat the system. Find out how it works, work it, but don't try to beat it.
This is 50% of that area. If I would have hit buy there, my stop loss would be all the way down here. So 206, a target $412.
Even though it seems to take a little longer, do it right. Don't compromise with right. So if I had a word with you tonight, one-on-one, just you and me, I think my personal...
I wonder if it hits that high. I don't think it will, though. I think it's just too far up there.
Inside of you.
No, look at that. It would have hit it. Wow. That's nuts.
They're there, waiting to be utilized. And then change anything for you want to change.
And obviously it's because it's reacting off of this 15-minute discounted FVG. After this change of character towards the top, this is our internal 15 on here. We did get our SMT inside of this discounted area, but I just, with how far this spread is, because here, look. So this is the order block right here, obviously, because it's the last consecutive candles that swept up the low before the push, and it's also creating SMT. We also get our gap right here as well too, which is what I want. I want a gap, and I will zoom in so you guys can take a peek at it. I want a gap, so I got a gap from right here to about right here, and we got our market structure shift.
But it's nice to know any day you wish you can change your whole life.
So, market structure shift right there.
Why would you not go for it? Why would you not?
And you could go 50% of the OB, but in my honest opinion, I probably wouldn't have done that. Because like I said, I mean, if I took a trade from up here, from right here, and put my stop loss all the way, I mean, that's a massive spread, especially with the little account that I have and everything. It's nice to know that the structure works, which is super nice. I just don't like that it worked in that way. And I didn't take MES. Let's take a peek. I didn't take MES because MES is sweeping this low right here. And if we look at the 1 hour, I'm just going to go into the 1 hour here quick. we haven't really placed a low, and we're technically changing character towards the bottom is what we're doing. So I'm gonna see if I can get an entry off of a sweep from this high, because this is buy side, internal buy side on liquidity. Now, if I don't get this entry, then I'm going to wait to see what happens on buy side. And if we do go up and then retrace down, I'm going to look for a trade there as well too. So let's take a peek and see what happens.
What if it don't work out? What if it do? What if it do work out? Then what? You gonna be happy, right? You can't say you want to win, but then you scared to lose. What kind of sense does that make? If you put your head down and lock in on the vision, how could you not win? Only thing that's gonna cause you to lose is your mentality. But that's between you and you, though.
You're always afraid to take the first step because all you see is every negative thing 10 miles down the road. But you can do anything you want. You are bound by nothing. What are you passionate about? What do you want?
It's not a bad
There's that sweep.
It's not a bad
Let me look into this.
It's not a bad thing to be
I'm looking at M&Q right now. Let me look at the 1 hour over here.
You are a phenomenon. You are unique. Your DNA has never occurred in the history of the universe.
Let me back out of here quick. It looks like it closed above buy side, so we did get a break of structure towards the top. So let's close this, and let's look at our 15-minute here quick. I just have to look at the 15-minute. And then let me look at the 1 minute here quick. So price came back up here again, but it closed above it right here at about 12 o'clock. So yeah, we wouldn't have been able to do anything there.
Find something. Find a thing that you genuinely enjoy, because getting good at things you genuinely enjoy.
Let's look at MES.
Extremely beneficial.
Let's look at the 15-minute. Now let's look at the 1 minute.
A young person thinks they're a loser. At least a young person in the situation I was in. Like, I didn't know I wasn't a loser until I started winning.
They say, well, I don't know what to do. It's like, that's okay. Nobody does. Go do something. Do the best thing that you can think of. Put the best plan you have into practice. It's not going to be perfect, and it will change along the way. But it will change partly because you become disciplined pursuing the path. And as you become disciplined, you become wiser. And as you become wiser, you become able to formulate better and better
We closed
plans.
above it.
Eventually, you are going to have
On the 1 hour. Okay, so now on the 1 hour,
in this life.
we have created our first internal on the 1 hour right over here. And let me look at the 15-minute chart. We created another break of structure towards the top.
But to get to that life,
So let's see what happens from here. I think we're already kind of done trading for the day too, though.
Could you really do this? If you really
I missed out on an A+ opportunity. Yeah, I missed out on an A+ opportunity right there, man. That's nuts.
When you ask me, like, why?
Oh, that's okay though, dude. Spread was too far apart, man. I couldn't do it.
And that's enough. Like, I think I can do this. And so,
So no trade for Monday,
if I know I can be something,
but I am going to take a photo of this though.
do it.
Everything around you that you call life was made up by people that were no smarter than you. And you can change it. You can influence it. You can mold it. The minute that you understand that you can poke life and actually something will pop out the other side, that's maybe the most important thing.
And the other thing that's so interesting about being alive is that you're all in. No matter what you do, you're all in. This is going to kill you. So I think you might as well play the most magnificent game you can while you're waiting.
You know, in my honest opinion, if I was trading in person and this was, if this setup actually showed up, I probably would have placed a trade right here. Let's see here quick, close this. I probably would have put an order right here, but it wouldn't have tagged me in. That's probably what where I would have felt comfortable at. And that's well under the 50% of that order block as well too. So, all right, next day, see what happens.
One of them is going to take my energy. I would rather give my energy to my dream than my nightmare.
If you think trying is risky, wait till they hand you the
Stop
offer not to.
right here. So let us take a peek of what is going on. So we have our break of structure towards the top. We have a break of structure towards the bottom for 15 minutes. This is internal bottom. Now we have a change in the state of delivery towards the top.
That's what it's delusional. To allow those delusions to be the reality of your assessment.
It don't matter how much it feel like it ain't gonna work. You gotta believe the delusion. Because it's only delusional until it works. So is it really delusional? And then once the world sees it,
Sorry, I'm adjusting my chair right now so I can be a little bit more comfortable. Alright, let's look at MES. So on the 1 hour,
To do anything big, you have to believe that it can happen. Otherwise, it never will.
The cynics get to be right, and the optimists get to be rich.
before you can ever reach anything, you have
I
to
like this.
you don't just
Break a structure towards the top on the internal, right here.
You probably at one point at one
1 hour internal.
believe that you can be
This is still our buy side, and this is still our sell side.
and you reach that greatness. But you don't mistakenly become great.
Greatness is not this wonderful.
Now let's look at our 15-minute break a structure for the 15-minute. And now we have internal structure happening here.
You know, it's something that truly exists in all of us.
This is our 15-minute internal.
This is what I believe.
This is also our 15-minute internal. This is actually a sweep.
If you want to be great, you want to be best.
And this is also the internal on our 15-minute as well too. And the reason why this is our internal is, let's take a peek. So we created a change of character towards the bottom on the 1 hour. Once this happens, now we're going off of internal. So 15-minute internal, break a structure top. 15-minute internal, break a structure towards the top, and it's also a 1 hour internal as well too. And while it broke structure towards the top, it's creating all this internal structure is what it's doing. So there we go. Let's see what happens in the next 15 minutes. And then the next broke right above it. So now we're going to close that. And now Bryce is looking very bullish right now. Even though we're sweeping up this high, we can't take a trade just yet. So there we go. Let's look at MES. We're sweeping up a high right now. And we didn't get an inversion or SMT, so we're not taking that. Let's see what happens again. Price is pushing down. And stop right there. Let's look at our 15-minute. Let's look at our 15-minute over here.
Something that gave me a lot of permission to like be me, which was not normal.
And you know, it's the human condition to be average. It's not to be as good as you can be. You know, it's the human condition to survive. Just get along, be average. Lots of people think that way. That's normal. It's special to get somebody to be the best that they can be.
Your break is structured towards the top.
And how important it is to earn it.
Yeah, it is.
That's not normal.
Break a structure towards the top, right there.
Normality is what weak people call living. I call it death.
I don't see any 1 hour FEGs other than this little bottom one right down here. So I want to see what the 15-minute chart is going to do.
That's the main thing people are controlled by. Thoughts, their perception of themselves. They're slowed down by their perception of themselves. If you're taught you can't do anything, you won't do anything. I was taught I could do everything.
There we go. Calm down, baby. Calm down. I want to see you come down. We're close to the 50% right here. This is end discount right here. 15-minute FEG, but this one appears a little bit above it, but it closed below it, so we're not going to take it. But I want to see what price is going to do coming down. Okay, it's touching it. It's going down some more, and it broke it, so let's go back. Now let's look at our 15-minute chart again. There's an FVG right here.
If they don't have what you want,
For the 15-minute.
listen to what they say.
And we have another 15-minute right here as well too.
Than justifying your actions to people who have a life you don't want.
I've been listening to laughter all my career. Yeah. I've been listening to them laugh my whole career. But an Irishman.
And obviously, price is still coming down here. There is a 15-minute FVG right here. 15-minute, my bad. Right there, and then we also have another one right down here. And if all else fails, 15-minute FVG, we can get a sweep of this bottom as well too, which is our sell side. So let's close this up. Let's look at MES. Let's close this up. And then this is our area of liquidity right down here as well too. We're gonna wait. We're gonna see what happens. What time is it? 10:29. Okay.
It is possible. I'm a strong believer of what Nelson Mandela said, that everything is always impossible.
Well, there's our SMT, and there's our market structure shift, and there's our FVG.
That's perfectly fine with me, but I'm gonna do it.
And I'm gonna go for a buy right here.
Nobody's gonna come and celebrate with you until you've already done it.
Right there, I'm gonna put my stop like right there, and I'm gonna target a 1 to 2. Now, before I take this trade, because I have a little bit of time to double check. Okay, I've got a little bit of time. Oh, I've got a little bit of time. Let me just double check. 10:27, 10:30, 10:27, 10:30. That is our SMT. I don't like taking high resistance liquidity, but this. Let's go back here a bit. Right there. Now let me look at the 15-minute chart. It's not in a FVG. Some people could say this is an order block. Not me. I'm not going to count that as an order block. But I'm gonna do that. Okay. I'm going in on that trade right now. So, are we in a discounted FVG? Yes, we are. Did we get our SMT? Yes, we did. We got our SMT right here. This is our SMT sell side. Did we get a gap? Yes, we got a gap with the market structure shift. And please tag me in. And I'm out. That was quick. And I'm out. Damn. That was quick. I lost that one. Let's go back here. Buy. Let's go for like 5. Limit. Close. Right here. We're going to go for a buy. And I am in. I would have lost more than that.
One printed t-shirt in New York City, and I was like, one day I'm gonna figure it out. Rule number 1 is people will tell you that it's stressful, you don't want to do it, and don't believe that. That's not true. You know, that's the older generation scaring you to think that you rather.
There we go. That seems about right. Nah, a little bit more than that. Jeez, dude.
Focus on your light. Be creative. None of this matters if you're not doing something that is really interesting and striking. Focus on that. If you're really talented, somebody will find you. Somebody will get behind you.
That's a little bit better. We would have lost. I'm just gonna write down $250 because I can't just keep doing that over and over. So we lost on MES. $200. Let's keep looking at the chart right now. See what's going on.
this is what it takes.
The winners always show up. They're willing to lose in order to gain. This body, as great as you are, as sharp as you make the arsenal, it can't do anything if you don't have confidence in yourself. We all fall down in life. The question is, who gets back up? You go after and you give it all you have. If you lose, at least you tried, man. I failed. It's 10 times more of a man than someone said, what if? Because what if never went to the arena? When you guys find a fear, that fear will either create you or destroy you. Behind every fear is a
Yeah, Price does not give a flying fuck. Holy shit. Look at that. We did sweep up buy side up here as well too, but that happened before market open. So, and it even took out sell side right over here as well too, and technically it's a break of structure towards the bottom. Yeah. Break of structure bottom. This was a sweep. Yeah, look at that, dude. Any kind of bearish or bullish scenario that there was, just disrespected it, which is kind of nuts.
Who are afraid to do things because they're worried about the perception that may come from other places. To me, that's more gratifying than anything, you know. So that's the things that my father.
And then let's look at MNQ. Yeah, dude, we're.
Don't be afraid.
Look at that.
I wanted to feel something besides defeat. I wanted to just go the distance. I was the 36th African American SEAL in history. So I was like, man, what story would it be if my fat, dumb, insecure ass can overcome?
We even had our SMT there and it still didn't work out. That's okay. So now go forward. Go forward. Go forward.
It's never been fair, and you screaming and throwing a tantrum about it is irrelevant.
Go forward.
The world doesn't care, God doesn't care, your family doesn't care. It's not fucking fair, motherfucker. Get that through your brain. Okay? Now, take all of the negative shit, all the shit your parents said, all the shit your cousins said, all the shit your friends and family said, all the laughter, all the doubts, all the eye rolls, all the shit your girlfriend said, and start to remember that shit. Don't memory hole it in some place and forget about it and say, oh, my trauma. No, say, hey, fuck you for not believing me. Now I'm going to go out. I'm going to use this energy to become so big, so successful, so powerful, so undeniable that when I walk in the room, you look at the fucking floor. That's what you want to be.
It's not glamorous. It's lonely. As you start changing, everything around you starts changing. It's not even fun in the beginning. And so you'd either have to have an incredible amount of hope or a ridiculous amount of inspiration and delusion. It is tedious, it is painful, it is lonely, because it is a game of just moving the ball down the field inch by inch by inch.
This life is relentless. You better keep coming back from all your failures, all your doubts, all your shit. You better keep fighting, keep getting up. Never lay down for shit. That's one thing we should all agree on. If you've been broken once, you know how that feels. That means, try and break me again. One thing in life, suffering has no expiration date. It don't give a if you're black, white, poor, rich, where you come from, how you were raised. It will keep coming after you.
Some of y'all don't want it. That's why you ain't got it.
Yeah, no trade for the day.
Sound best to the person that's making them up. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Get off the pity potty. Wake your ass.
It's nuts.
Awaken the beast inside. It's time to take it to another level. It's game on.
That is nutty.
Season. You got a problem with your life. You got a problem with your environment. Do something about it. Excuses sound best to the person that's making them up. If you want it, go get it.
Develop the quality of being unstoppable. Say in yourself that no matter what life throws at me, it'll never stop me. No matter how rough it gets, I will never.
Yeah, it's already in the 1 hour. I'll see what happens on this 1 hour FEG right up here.
If you want something bad enough, you can't let anybody tell you you can't do something, not even yourself.
And then we've got buy side right over here as well too.
But you know what? That's what it takes. To do anything successfully in life, you've got to want it as bad as you want to breathe. And if you want it that bad,
Let's look at the 15-minute. I'm gonna sit up straight for a bit.
you get a big piece of what you want. And I say that not from something I read, it's from something I lived.
So let us take a look.
Like doing what needs to be done, but you gotta say, feelings has nothing to do with it. This is my dream. This is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to do the things that I don't feel like doing. I'm going to do the things I don't want to do. I'm going to do the things that don't come easy to me, that do not come natural to me. I'm going to get up and do it. You can't live your life on feelings. You're going to have feelings, okay, but you cannot let your feelings dictate what you are or are not going to do.
If you can get a mental image of the person you would most like to become, begin now to act as that person would act in everything you do. Gradually, imperceptibly, you will actually become that person. It goes back to what the great German poet and philosopher Goethe once said. Before you can do something, you must first be something. Before you can do what you would most like to do, you must first become the person who can do it. A woman cooking dinner has only to act like a great chef to turn out a better meal. The student who needs to act like a top student will begin to get
Let's take a look.
The secret is to get and hold fast in your mind the mental image of the person you would most like to be.
Let's say that every time you invited a friend out for lunch, they turned up late or didn't turn up at all, they didn't text back, they just kept not holding to their word. After a while, you wouldn't believe in them, you wouldn't be friends with them, and you'd stop inviting them out to lunch. You are that friend to yourself. How on earth do you think that you're going to be able to move mountains and get out of that relationship that you don't like and move countries or change career when you can't not hit snooze, even though last night you promised yourself that you weren't going to hit snooze? And it's how people that are able to do extraordinary things have been able to get there, that they've just started off unbelievably small, right? I'm just not going to hit the snooze button. I'm just not going to use my phone before 9 a.m. Mark Manson quote here is, the person you have to spend the most time listening to in your life is yourself. Try not to lose their respect.
Let's take a peek here now.
Self-esteem, I think, largely comes from having faith in your own word.
Like, if you want to do something that most people can't do, literally just extend the time horizon on the things that most people can't weather. Like, there's so much opportunity on the other side of being willing to persist for an extended period of time on the correct path without getting positive reinforcement from your environment. And the longer you can stick with something without that positive feedback loop in terms of the big external thing, the easier the opportunities are because so few people can pursue them.
A lot of people say, oh, I just want to sort of, they're kind of dabbling in the idea of improving themselves. And the real way to do it is you got to write down what the fuck you want and then go after it. Because otherwise you live in sort of a wishy-washy world. You know, if you decide I'm going to get down to bang, I'm going to do this, I'm going to run a marathon in less than 5 hours. I'm going to.
There it goes. Okay.
You got to write that down.
So we have a market structure shift right here.
Heard the best advice I ever came up with is that live your life.
And we're getting an inversion on the 1 hour.
Like there's a documentary crew.
So we're getting an inversion inside of the 1 minute. For the 1 hour, there's a gap right here, and there's also a gap right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a sell. Let's go 18, see what 18 does. And then we're going to do a limit, and then we're going to put it like right there.
Ask yourself, why is it that you're experiencing these things? Why is it that you are in a situation where you don't like to be by
I'm in.
If you are with yourself, it doesn't mean you have
That's too much. Let's go back.
Because when you're on your deathbed route, nobody's going to be there. It's just you yourself figuring out, did I live a successful life?
Let's go 14. Limit. Right there. Let's go for a sell.
You're fully accountable for your life, and when it's all said and done,
I'm in.
up to you.
A friendly reminder.
I'll do 297. Let's do that, and let's target like 600.
Stopped you from doing what you wanted all along. Imagine that someone you know achieves every dream and hits every goal.
Okay, we'll go for that one right there. See what happens.
How much do you care?
If I get stopped out, that's gonna suck.
If you accomplish your goals and dreams, do it for you.
50% of the people don't care about your problems.
Damn, 2 L's this week. Oh my goodness. Oh goodness. So break of structure is going towards the top. We got our 1 minute inversion, but now we're getting fucking SMT up at the top. Oh no way, dude. Damn, dude.
And go be successful. You don't need to be an NFL player. You don't need to be an entertainer.
We're negative $500 this week. Holy fuck, if I would have taken that fucking dub on Monday, it would have been a different story. Okay.
That you can go be the best salesman that you possibly can be. It's not about, that's all it's about. It's you versus you.
So today, don't think about it. Don't talk about it. Don't wish for it. Go for it. Dive. Move. Start. Act.
No gap.
It's the only way to get there.
I say chase your dreams, man. Do that thing, man.
No gap. I'm not going to take it. I can't take it unless there's a gap. There's our gap right there. Hopefully it goes back up. And there it goes down. So now that we got the gap, let's see. Fuck me. We got SMT in the 1 hour. We got our gaps coming down over here.
You have to be delusional. Franz Kafka once said, by believing
This is our order block. We're going to go for a sell. We're going to do a limit. We're going to put it right there. Hopefully it tags me in. Does not. Tags me in now. Now we're going to do the stop loss up here. 118, that'd be 236. And I want to see if it'll hit it. I'm going to hit confirm, and I'm going to see what time it is right now. 11 o'clock ended here. What time did 10 o'clock end?
Be a bit of a light on the world instead of a blight. You get your act together a bit.
We're doing okay.
See if you can learn to tell the truth. Concentrate on something for a year or two. You could be a
No, that didn't work either. Holy fuck.
Wow, that would be
wow.
That might make life worth living. It's like, yeah, it might. So why don't you go do it?
If you're going to try, go all the way. Otherwise, don't even start. If you're going to try, go all the way. This could mean losing girlfriends, wives, relatives, jobs, and maybe your mind. Go all the way. It can mean not eating for
all right, fuck it. Next day. That's rough, man. That is absolutely fucking rough.
If you're going to try, go all the way. There's no other feeling like that.
Wow.
The gods, the nights will flame with fire. All the way. All the way. You will ride life straight to perfect laughter. It's the only good fight there is.
Don't ever worry about what other people think. Who cares? Let it go. Be unique. Be memorable. Be confident. Be proud. But mainly,
all right, let's do this again.
Oh my God.
1 hour, break a structure towards the top. This is our sell side. Right down here, this is our buy side. This is our buy side. Right here, let's look at our 15-minute. So internal structure is down. 15-minute internal structure, 15-minute internal bottom. There we go. Let's look at the 1 hour. 1 hour FEG. Let's get rid of that fucking SMT. That thing did not help out at all. Let's look at our 15-minute again. That's a big push. That's a big push. Look at my 1 hour over here. 1 hour, break a structure towards the top. Close. Buy side. Your buy side is right up here. Close, and then close this, and then close that. And then do this. This is our 1 hour FEG. $15-minute structure. High, low, high. Okay, nothing here. Let's look at MNQ. See what happens. Okay, there's our break of structure towards the bottom. Break a structure, internal bottom. Let's click the next one. No gap that was formed. What about you? Yep, break a structure towards the bottom. This is an internal bottom, but on the 1 hour we are uptrending. So what I would like to see, let me do this here quick. How close are we to the 50%? It's close. Not there yet, though. So we're getting SMT 955 and 1002. 955, 1002. Yeah, so we've got some good SMT. Now what I want to see is I'd want to see a market structure shift with that SMT. We already got our gap. Now I just want to see the market structure shift. Okay, let's take a look at MNQ. Okay, let's keep moving forward. Another sweep. Okay, so now I would do an inversion. Okay, give me a second here quick. Let me look at my 15-minute here quick. Yeah, 15 minutes pushing down hard right now. We're coming into, what time is this right here? Let's go back right there. What time is it now? 10 o'clock. Let's go back one more. And let's look at our 1 hour again. Look at MNQ. Let's look at right here. Look at this 1 hour right here as well. And then with MES, there's another gap right here as well too. See how well it does react into that gap there. So let's go to 15-minute again. 1, 2, and then 3. This is about 10:30. This is where it was. Let's see what happens. Whoop. 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 Close right above it. This didn't even touch that gap right there too. Let's go back to about right there. Let me look at my 1 hour. Didn't touch that FVG at all. But on this one right here, it came back up. Perfect. Was there any SMT? No SMT. I want it to go down again. I don't think it's going to go down though. There it goes. Keep going. Keep going. You know what? I'm going to go for a buy. And then we're going to do a limit. And then we're going to close this. But I'm going to do the buy like right there is where I'm going to place the buy at. Well, it did touch that inverse. Would you look at that? And then I'm going to put my stop all the way down here. That's too much. Let's close. Let's go back. And then let's do a buy. And then let's do wait. Limit. Close. Let's do that. Let's target 460. Now, the thing is now I don't even know if I want to be in this trade. Because the push up technically already kind of happened a little bit. And I'm worried that we might get some sort of SMT or a sweep below this low. So let's see what happens. Oh, thinking right now. I'm thinking because I can get out of this trade at break even right now. You could get out of the trade on break even right now. What time is it? 11:42. It's just Thursday. We took 2 L's this week so far. It's like it worked out. Let's look at the 1 hour. Oh, look at that. Tanked all the way down after that. Just fucking stuck with it then, huh? $15-minute. Let's look at the 15-minute. Excuse me. This broke. Yeah, that already broke all that. Well, fuck it, dude. We got it. How much was that anyways? How much was that? $460. The thing with those inversion gaps, so I took that on the 1 hour. Let's go back to MNQ, or was it MES? It was MES. So let's go back about right here, and let me click on the 1 hour. So the thing is the gap is in discount, right? I mean, price is in discount on the 1 hour. On the 15-minute, it's just downtrending. We're just downtrending on the 15-minute. The thing is some people would say this is displacement, and it is displacement. It really is. But once we get that market structure shift, and once we get these gaps, which is what I like to see overall, is I want to see big gaps like this with the market structure shift. With the inversion, sometimes price will just go up, come back down, and then just keep pushing down, because technically this small move or this small retracement already happened. And I guess luckily, dude, I guess we got pretty lucky, even though I set my buy right up here and not on the inversion. So let me take a photo of this. File, save as, desktop, 1 hour FVG, open, save. There we go. Fuck, dude, I can't believe we actually fucking got that. Holy fuck. That was MES. And we made 460. So technically now we're only negative $40 on the week.
Here's how to predict exactly when a reversal is about to happen.
Let's go back. I was only going to do 1 week of this. So let me go back over here. Let me do that.
If you want to be wealthy and happy the rest
There we
of your
go.
life, just learn this lesson well. Learn to work harder on yourself than you do on your job.
There we go. And then let's go back.
Now, sometimes income
Okay, so let's close this. I don't think anybody's been in here though, honestly.
If somebody hands you $1 million, best you become a millionaire quickly.
Okay.
So you get to keep the money.
Let's go back.
Otherwise, sure enough, it'll disappear.
Okay.
Somebody once said, if you took all the money in the world, divided it up equally among everybody, it would soon all be back in the same pockets. Success is something you attract, not something you pursue. So instead of going after it, you work on yourself. Personal development. Because true happiness is not contained in what you get. Happiness is contained in what you become. Now,
Excuse me.
And you're ready to change, let me give you 3 steps to start life change that can change your life, your personality, your lifestyle, everything can change. Here's the steps. Number 1, find out how things work. To change your life, really, you need ideas. There isn't anything an idea can't change. And Schoaf taught me the major problem is lack of an idea, not a problem. At first, I didn't have any money. I said to Mr. Schoaf, I don't have any money. He said, that's not a problem.
Go back up.
Up until then, I always thought it was.
Go back up.
Right? I was confused.
Go back up.
He said, no, the
Okay.
problem is lack of an idea.
I'm going to take a photo of this as well too,
It isn't lack of money, it's lack of ideas.
just so you guys know what is going on. Let me look at the 1 hour. There we go. There's a 1 hour FVG right here. On the 1 minute, there's SMT right here. SMT sell side, and you'll see it right here on MNQ, right here. SMT sell side. 1 hour. Sorry, my bad. 1 minute. And then let's go back to MES. And then here is the order block.
Put it in your journal so that you can do the next best thing. Repetition, repetition, repetition.
And it followed the rules. SMT, market structure shift, a gap, technically 50%, and I wonder if it would have hit the 1 to 2 because you set the low right here.
And your dress, and your personality, and your lifestyle.
Holy fuck, dude. That would have been the perfect fucking trade right there. Okay. Let me take a photo of this as well, too.
Any life direction, any dimension. Here's 3 ways to find out how
I'll zoom in here a little bit, too.
Number 1 is to read. All of the successful
Dude, that would have been a fucking killer trade right there. That's okay, though. I already took one and got it, which was fucking incredible. I did not think that inversion was going to go through, but it did. 1 hour FEG, open, save, close. Any questions? No, nobody here? No questions? Okay, dope. Let's keep going. How long have I been streaming for? About 1 hour and 1 minute. Awesome, we've got 1 more day left. Wow, that's kind of incredible right there. Look at that, nice little push up from there as well too. And if we look at the 1 hour here, from right here to about right here, it's kind of like in this area right here, which is technically the golden zone of the fib. That's pretty dope, man. That's actually pretty fucking dope. So let's close this. Let's go back to my 1 minute.
30 minutes a day, read something positive, something
Look at that.
something inspirational, something instructional. At least 30 minutes a day. Become a good reader. Now that's my opinion. Listen to the other lecturers and listen to me and make
Oh yeah, I gotta write this down here. Give me a sec.
Be a student. Here's the second way to find out how to change your life. And that's to listen. Get around successful people and listen. Now you can also learn from unsuccessful people. Take notes on both.
Oh yeah, I gotta write this down here. Give me a
Negative and positive. Find out what poor people read and don't read it. Right? That's good information. Learn from the negative. But now you can also learn from the positive. Get around successful people. Listen to what they say. Listen to how they say it. It's important. Now here's some of the best advice I've got for the whole evening. Poor people ought to take rich people out to dinner and listen. That's some of the best I got.
I think I lost another one. So I lost one with the end version, and then I also lost a 15-minute discount SMT2. Even though I followed the rules, but sometimes the rules aren't 100%. Oh shit, my shit's playing in the background. Okay. Let's take a look here again. Let's fast forward to about 9 o'clock. And stop. So let's look at the 1 hour here quick. Oh, look at this. This is a 1 hour internal. Would you look at that?
And that's to observe. You can pick up a lot of ideas just by watching. Get around successful people and watch. Here's why. Success leaves clues. Watch how the man shakes hands. Watch how the lady responds. People who do well do certain things over and over and over and over. And if you're clever, you can pick them up. Watch it all. If a guy's making $10,000 a month, I'd watch how he walks. Maybe that's it. Copy his funny little walk. Somebody says, well, that's kind of a silly walk. Say it's 10,000. I haven't got the money yet, but I got the walk. It's bound to start somewhere. What I ask you tonight is to be unusual and be a good observer of what's going on. You can pick up ideas that can change your life starting tomorrow. Just be a more careful observer. Now remember, there's two ways to see. One is called sight. See with your eyes. The other one is called insight. See with your mind. See with your eyes, you'll see things. See with your mind, you'll see answers. Put your eyes and your mind to work. And the best advice on developing sight and insight is pay attention. Don't miss anything. Wherever you are, be there. Excellent. Now, we've lingered a little bit longer.
It's nuts that we had 5 trades this week, and Monday could have won if I just would have taken it. We lost Tuesday, Wednesday, and then we won Thursday. Okay, let's take a peek here again.
Now, here's the second step to personal development. Okay, number 1 was find out how things work. Here's number 2, go to work. If there's one thing to get excited over, that's it. Get excited over your ability to make yourself do the necessary things. What could you make yourself do starting tomorrow that would change it all? No, tell it. Now, see, that's exciting. On any given day, you can massively change the direction of your life. Now, here's the key to discipline. Start with the little disciplines, get excited over the little disciplines, and get right on those, because those will lead to the big ones. You can't handle the big challenges in life unless you take on the little ones. Make a list of all the things you can do, get right on those, discipline yourself for those, both for the results and for the muscle, and for the practice. So that when life hands you some big challenges, you'll be ready, you'll have the muscle. But see, if you don't handle the small ones, you can't take care of the big ones. Here's what else it takes for life change. Self-motivation. Key phrase, self-motivation. I don't know why we call it self-motivation. It's really the only kind there is. You got to motivate yourself. And you don't want to give self-motivation away to somebody else and make it somebody else motivating you. The guy says, boy, if somebody just come by and turn me on. What if they don't show up? Right? See, you got to have a better plan for your life. You must now take action on what you found out. Don't let your learning lead to knowledge. You'll become a fool. Let your learning lead to action. You can become wealthy. And there's many kinds of wealth, I understand that, not just money. Money's one of the least of all values. I know some people with a lot of money that are very poor. Now, here's the third step to personal development, and we'll wrap up personal development. Step number 3, it's just a little caution, and all through life we need little cautions. This one simply says, don't try to beat the system. Find out how it works, work it, but don't try to beat it. Some people learn just enough to start slicing it, shading it, thinning it, cutting corners, and looking for cheap answers. See, don't fall for that. You'll wind up with a cheap life. Find out how it works best and do it that way. Even though it seems to take a little longer, do it right. Don't compromise with right. So if I had a word with you tonight, one-on-one, just you and me, I think my personal advice to you would be, this year, 1981, reach down inside of you and come up with some more of those remarkable human gifts. They're there, waiting to be utilized. And then change anything for you want to change. And I challenge you to do that because you can change. See, you don't ever have to be the same again after tonight, only by choice. Starting tomorrow, what are you going to do that'll make a change in your life's direction? Good question. What are you going to do starting tomorrow that'll make a difference? Now, see, if you don't do something starting tomorrow that'll make a difference, guess what? It's gonna be the same. And see, that way you can guess what the next 5 years are gonna be like. Look at the last 5. Because the next 5 are going to be like the last 5 unless you, Major Key, tomorrow, change it all. Or change a little, or change something, or don't change. It's choice time. You can do whatever you want. But it's nice to know any day you wish you can change your whole life.
Says that everything great and worthwhile in human life is an accumulation of hundreds and sometimes thousands of tiny efforts and sacrifices that nobody ever sees or appreciates.
Understand that every choice you make ignites the compound effect, either in the positive or the negative.
To those who have everything, more will be given. From those who have nothing, everything will be taken. It's like what's very pessimistic in some sense, because it means that as you start to fail, you fail more and more rapidly. But it also means that as you start to succeed, you succeed more and more rapidly.
This law says that everything accumulates over time, that you may have to put in many, many tiny efforts that nobody sees or appreciates before you achieve anything worthwhile.
There is no cheat day. There is no binge and make up for it on Monday reality when it comes to the butterfly effect or the compound effect. Everything has a consequence. So the answer to this is, when you start making positive choices and the results are invisible and you're getting no reward for your positive choice, you just have to have patience.
You see that guy over there by the fax? Take a good look. He's never gonna make partner. Okay, let me guess, because he threw a lousy rookie dinner. No, because he doesn't get it. Get what? He doesn't get that doing good work isn't the whole job. Part of getting it is that things like the dinner actually matter, even when you don't think they do. Get it through your head. You start behind the 8 ball, you'll never get in front.
It's like a snowball. A snowball starts off very small, but it grows as it adds millions and millions of tiny snowflakes and continues to grow as it gathers momentum, turning into an avalanche that takes the whole mountain in front of it.
You underestimate how the smallest decisions can compound into significant differences over a lifetime.
Everything changed for me when I understood this.
So,
Learn to work harder on yourself.
so what I noticed is on the internal structure right here, it's hitting this 1 hour FVG. And we have this 1 hour inverse over here. But it just didn't go back up there. So what I was looking for, if that wasn't going to happen, is I was looking for it to react off of one of the internal 15-minute fair value gaps. That's why I was marking these down over here. And price just kind of tanked towards the bottom is what it ended up doing. So I've got to change all this up right now here too now.
But it also took time.
This is internal bottom now. Excuse me. So hold on, I gotta look at the 1 hour. What time is this? 45. Yep, 1 hour. And now what I'm seeing is a sweep of that low, and then a 1 hour FVG right here. So let's go to the 1 minute. Damn, dude, that is a massive fucking sweep.
Are you getting better every single day? That's the question. And it's just taking
those are fucking massive gaps too.
In 1 day, in 1 week, in 1 year. It's the process of getting better every
time
day
is this?
and doing that for a period of years.
Dude, this thing fucking closed below it too, didn't it?
Things have small beginnings.
No, it didn't. Okay. Let me look at the 1 hour here quick.
That's exactly what happens in your life. Every choice you make ignites the butterfly effect. One little choice ignites a tsunami on the other side 10, 20 years down the road. Either positive or negative. Every one of them.
Most of us know what we could do to change things.
All right. Let's keep looking.
Time and our energy talking ourselves out of doing those things. And the other thing that I convince people of, because this is so true, it's the littlest stuff. The little things make all the difference. A true change comes down to 5-second windows.
And so you take an incremental step, and well, now you can lift 55 pounds instead of 52.5 pounds. You think,
Go up.
what the hell is that? It's like it's one step
Go
on
up.
a very long journey. And so it's
not going up.
So a small step today puts you in a position to take a slightly bigger step the next day, and then that puts you in a position to take a slightly bigger step the next day. And you do that for 2 or 3 years, man, you're starting to.
All right, we're gonna look at the 15-minute now. It's disrespecting all the 1-hour PD arrays.
Discipline, right? You don't need motivation to get yourself up to go and do a thing. Make the promise small.
This is 1 hour internal now. Didn't react to the fair value gap. Didn't react to sell side right over here. Price is just fucking dipping hard is what it's doing.
A habit missed twice is the start of a new habit.
So,
Disciplined in that.
break a structure, change in the stated delivery towards the bottom.
You might say is that you can take very small steps, even ones that might be shameful in their size, and you have to admit that to yourself. But once you get the ball rolling,
Look at the 15-minute.
in a linear fashion, it rolls in a geometric fashion.
The difference between you and the average person
45.
is take more pain. You're willing to take
45.
You're willing to work longer and harder hours. You're willing to put in the suffering that other people just
15-minute FVG.
home and watch television and go drinking and
15-minute FVG.
and so on. But all the people who are successful
1 minute.
the pain that goes with their work. And the greatest thing of all is being told
No SMT, so not taking a trade.
something fundamentally wrong with us.
Next 15 minutes.
And it hurts us and we feel bad inside. But once you can change your thinking about that and say, hey, no is good. No's are inevitable. They go with the territory.
Shit, might not even get a trade today.
No's, if you will go for no,
And that sucks.
get as many no's as possible, you're going to be a big success in life. Nothing will stop you. Because the more you get no's, the smarter you get, the faster you get, the quicker on your feet you
Go
get,
back
the
up.
fewer no's you get. The very
Nope.
willingness to go out and get all the no's makes it likely that eventually you get fewer and fewer no's.
Okay, so we have another 15-minute FVG right there that I'm hoping it comes into, and it does.
Easily, they take time. They take relentless pursuit day in and day out. That's what it takes.
There was a kid who everyone underestimated. Too small, too quiet, too ordinary. But every day while they laughed, he worked. In the gym, in the books, in the shadows. He knew one truth. Effort beats talent when talent doesn't try. Years later, they asked him how he did it, and he just smiled, because they never saw the grind. It's the quiet hustle that makes the loudest impact.
The compound effect reveals the core essentials responsible for the success of every superachiever you will ever read about. This is the bottom line. Success is not doing 5,000 things really well. Success is doing about a half a dozen things really well 5,000 times.
At least at first, it's a slow
Yeah, we're not going to get anything. Market's coming to a close here.
little setback over there, a little
Yeah.
wearing down of discipline and will over time.
Yeah, but there's nothing for us here. Okay. So, no trade. We took 2 big fucking L's this week. We lost a total of 500, but we made it back on one trade of $460, which leaves me negative $40 for the week. That fucking sucks.
Your father was special. Tell you the truth, I don't know.
So that would leave us at $4,423.
You're gonna get up and you're gonna see if you got the right thing. But
Damn, that fucking blows.
I'm out.
Okay,
Every punch I ever thrown has been on my own. Nobody showed me how to do this.
let me take a look here quick.
I'm ready.
So now you gotta ask yourself, are you here to prove something to other people? Or prove something to yourself?
If all your books, videos, and tweets were erased from the internet forever, and all you had was the next 60 seconds to leave to the world, what's the most useful thought you could leave to the world?
Figure out what you want, ignore the opinions of others, and do so much volume that it would be unreasonable that you would be unsuccessful.
You must be willing to extend yourself to the limit, with no guarantee of success. Every day, you must ask yourself, did I do enough?
Have you heard the story of the pottery class? So there's there's a teacher and he's got 2 classes that he teaches. And one class, he says, the only assignment for this whole semester is that you come...
Fuck is going on here? We probably didn't get SMT, but we didn't get an inversion either.
Objective is to make the most total quantity of clay pots, and you'll be measured by how many pots you make. And at the end of the quarter, the pots that came from the team that had to just make sheer volume, not only did they make more pots, but the quality of all of their pots was better compared to the teams that only had to make one. And it just underlines the biggest lesson that I've learned in my life, which is that volume negates luck.
The story of the bamboo. Bamboo spends its growth time under the dirt, 5 to 7 years. And then within a couple weeks, it shoots up meters and meters into the sky. And people are like, whoa, bamboo grows so fast. No, it didn't. It took years. You just couldn't see it. So when you see growth and you see wins, it comes from consistently compounding wins.
Nothing's ever going to be given to you. Everything's going to be earned. If you don't go out there and put in the work, you don't go out and put in the effort, 1, you're not going to get the results. But 2, and more importantly, you don't deserve it.
Here's the problem. You don't see how the consequences of that small, seemingly insignificant, poor choice in the moment has. In the moment, it doesn't look like it matters at all. You don't have that heart attack. Your face doesn't shrivel up. You're not shoved into the unemployment line. And your thighs don't turn thunderous. Oh, but you have done it. You have activated the compound effect. And that choice becomes behavior. And behavior that repeats becomes a habit. It accumulates, and then it compounds into calamity, into divorce, into career failure and financial ruin. The good news is the compound effect works in the other direction as well. You don't need to radically make over your life. You don't need to make quantum leaps of change. You don't need to completely overhaul your personality, your character, and your life. Super small, seemingly inconsequential adjustments can and will transform everything.
You can try to be lucky and pick the one perfect thing and try and make it, but if you don't want to try and be lucky, you can just do so much work that you will brute force your way to figuring it out. Like if you do 1,000 podcasts,
perhaps are very uncomfortable to you, or I'm gonna put down a boundary, or I'm gonna say no to this and yes to this. Tiny little things repeated over time is what produces dramatic change. And it's like this curve, it's like this very slow curve until it asymptotes up. And everyone wants to talk about the pivot moment when it goes skyward, but the truth is the real work is in the drudgery.
Correct.
And the difficult, anonymous work of shoveling shit every single day.
The average person thinks of terms of morning or afternoon. The above average person thinks of hours. The successful person thinks of half hours. The very successful person thinks in terms of minutes. They allocate their time carefully. But the only way that you can do that is what? Is you've got to keep track of what you're spending your time on. 60, 70, 80% of people are not aware of how they spend their time. They think they spend a lot of time in meetings. It turns out they spend a lot of time socializing. They think they spend a lot of time working on reports. It turns out they spend a lot of time on the telephone. They think they spend a lot of time doing important jobs. It turns out they spend a lot of time wasting time. So keep a time log, or just keep a sheet, and whenever you have a chance to look at your watch, write down what you're doing at the time. Or have
yeah, right here, look.
And feedback to you
Gap, SMT, mortgage structure ship, a gap, order block left behind, 50%, yeah. I need more photos, I need more photos. This is 15-minute discounted area. And I only take SMT in the 15-minute discount only. But these are all 15-minute discounted areas.
The fact that you've been doing this for a world.
It took me 10 years to learn this trading
Next one.
strategy. I'm going to teach it to you.
And these are all after market open, by the way. I don't trade before market.
15-minute candle. When that 15-minute candle is finished, you get the range high and the range low. Now just drop down to the 5-minute time frame and we're
Shut the fuck up. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna call it quits on that one. That sucked a little bit, but not gonna change the structure, man. Not gonna change it. Fuck that. I've come way too fucking far to change the fucking structure. Should have known better, though. Internal structure. Fuck me. The 15-minute structure was going down. 1 hour FEG. So 1 hour fucking FEG right there. And there was no SMT, but there was an inversion. And then we got our gap coming down. But it just never went back up to this inversion over here. And I wasn't going to take a trade off of this order block or whatever the fuck you want to call it. But man, that's a big gap and that's a big displacement for sure. All right, I'm out, skis. Peace.